Good morning, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. MCRB. Let me just double check something here. Yeah, 1850. Like interest ups. So I try to talk and record upside breakpoint. So what I'm showing here is just the chat room that I offer, and I realize this is a very non-professional start to things, but these are truly live videos. Just notice this one moving very nicely all of a sudden. So, and this is, now you see the thought process behind the trade from start to finish. Also, it just does a good job of kind of illustrating how the chat room community that I offer works. So yeah, right now I'm not in, but members and myself now know to keep an eye on that 1850 mark, which it's getting up there. So again, let me bring down this chart. There's the pre-market chart. It is still pre-market right now. Market doesn't open up for, let's call it 16 minutes. But if it looks like it wants to get up through the 1850-ish area, actually, no, I'm not going to take it on this candle. I want to see this candle got to at least close below it, which that might be a costly mistake to wait, but I'd rather have it take just a little bit of a break. Again, if it happens on this candle right here, personally, I'm not going to take it. I just don't feel that doesn't meet my personal risk tolerance parameters. There we go. All right, good. Now pulling back here some. So that's I mean, maybe I'm being high maintenance now, but even if this candle were able to close down around this area, then things would really be looking interesting. But nonetheless, we're not gonna sit here and watch this consolidate all out. But 1850 is the mark. I'm gonna go ahead and pause, and if it looks like it's coming into play, I'll get the video rolling again. All right, I like it even more now, but I'm gonna update it to 1830, new upside breakpoint. Although right now it's pulling back even more. So a good lesson there on why you want to wait for confirmation. And I should note, if this is one of your first videos you've watched, these are truly live in the sense of this is not a voiceover. This is not a post commentary. This is live in the sense of you are seeing the data as I see it. So you're getting my raw thoughts, my raw emotions, my raw thought process. So in other words, who knows, maybe a trade doesn't even ever come from this, because I have no idea if it's ever going to get up to that 1830 mark or not. But nonetheless, still, like I said, get to see the raw thoughts and emotions that go on all this stuff. But 1830 is now the new key level that I'm watching, so I'll go ahead and pause. All right, we're getting some movement here. Again, 1830, the level that I'm watching, and back down below 18 it goes. Let's see, market still doesn't open up for about 12 minutes. I'll go ahead and pause. All right, making a move. Nearing, well, it had gotten close to 1830. Fast mover, so it could get up there relatively quickly. But as of right now, very clear that there's quite a bit of selling pressure up around this area. As back down it goes. So again, well, the importance of waiting for confirmation. How high did that move get? Got about to 1825-ish. So all right, well, pause again. All right, maybe making the move up here now. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry, because this is true trading here. This is what trading looks like. Sometimes you think it's coming, then it doesn't come. Then that fast, you think it might come again. So watching, missed it. We'll see if I can get some in on a back test. Good, gave me some on a back test. So now let's see if we can get the move upwards. So all out there, beautiful. 300. Let's see, I was up $15. So $320 in, I don't even know what that was. I guess I can do the math. 8 seconds, but I feel like I wasn't in that trade for 8 seconds. Oh, that's right. No, it wasn't 8 seconds because I had to wait a few seconds to get filled on the back test. Now, in hindsight, I realize I'm looking goofy right now. But given it's pre-market and it was just a scalp, and I mean, like I said, we'll just take it at face value, even though, like I said, this isn't quite accurate. But right here with the times, for those of you not familiar with my screen, got in at 9:20:09, got out at 9:20:17, which is 8 seconds. So 8 seconds and $320. I'm not a greedy savage. I'm not quite sure many other places in the world where you can make $320 in 8 seconds. But again, and you saw the whole trade play out, right? I mean, you saw me map it out from start to finish, saw the thought process. So it started off at the 1850 mark right there, and then you saw me alert it to the update at 1830. So in hindsight, members, congratulations. I get it. I look really, really stupid right now, but I feel fine about it just because my plan was a quick scalp. But for those people that, again, had a different plan, and that's how the room works, right? We all think for ourselves. It's not a bunch of mindless sheep. I just alerted that key break point. And for the people that wanted to be a little bit more aggressive with it and let things move, well, guess what? They chose very wisely. Now, we worked together in the sense of I pointed out the 1830. Look at that thing. Congratulations to those of you that chose to do more than just a quick scalp. Again, I didn't do anything wrong. I followed my plan, given the context, pre-market. But the main learning lesson here is that's just personal risk tolerance. Some people, they felt better. They were like, no, I don't. The pre-market thing doesn't really make me that nervous. I'm gonna be a little bit more, let the thing run. And like I said, they chose poorly. Now in hindsight, those same people, they could be looking at me and saying, oh, I should have played it like you, Clay, because it broke out, and then because it was pre-market, all of a sudden snap back downwards, and now I'm looking at a loss, or I'm looking at a really small gain. Clay, I should have done it like you. So that's why hindsight is a cruel judge, because in this situation, they played it right. I didn't play it wrong. I just didn't play it in the most maximized way. But the idea here and what I want to convey is this is how a chat room needs to work. A chat room, if you think that you can just show up and somebody just tells you, hey, buy here, sell here, and it's just like a bunch of sheep, that's just not reality. The reality is I pointed out where the fish may be, right? If you envision a pond, and the fish I thought were maybe right around that $18.30 mark. And there were definitely some fish. Now, how you fish, what kind of fish you were looking for, that's, the size of the fish you actually caught. Well, that's all going to be on your personal strategy. But the point here being is that 1830 represented the area of the pond where there were indeed some good quality fish. I think I got a great fish, right? My fish came in the form of $320 in 8 seconds. But in hindsight, I could have made how high did it go? It went up as high, over 20. So, well over $1.70. So, at that point, I could have, should have, would have made, up, near the $1,000 mark. But like I said, that's always hindsight. But there we go. So and the market hasn't even officially opened yet. Still 7 minutes. But that's an example of, like I said, how the chat room works. But more importantly, personal risk tolerances, right? We all were looking at the same level, but depending on your game plan going in, my game plan being wanting to be very, very aggressive because it was still pre-market. Well, that was the wrong game plan in the macro picture. Those that were wanting to let it move a little bit more, and for all I know, they're okay. Yep, there we go. So we have, so in the chat room, just was curious, pulled it up here. Let's see. So right here, they're done. They got $500 done for the morning. And technically speaking, the market hasn't even opened up. And then let's see. Yeah, right there, made a quick $60 on it. Awesome. So, like I said, everybody's trading it differently. Everybody was focused on that level, sure. But like I said, the pond, okay, yeah, 1830. There were some quality fish over there. But what kind of fish you actually caught, that's going to be up to your thought process, your personal risk tolerance, and all of that. So don't show up thinking, to any community, not just mine, don't show up thinking that you can just be a mindless sheep, that you can just simply sit there and be told what to do. And the markets just move too fast. As easy of a sales pitch as that is for the person offering the service, right? Hey, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to think for yourself. Because think about that. What happens if I said, hey, everybody, get out where I did? I'd have a lot of people go, Clay, why did you tell us to do that? If I would have just thought for myself, been an independent trader, I could be making a lot more. And absolutely. It is now officially up $2. So I'm kind of stalling a little bit here because I want to see how high this actually goes. But it just hit $20.30 over here. Actually, I take that back. It's hit a high of $20.50. So over $2.20 in the direction of what I alerted. And like I said, now it keeps on going up and up and up. So awesome. Congratulations, everybody. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here and just call it a video before the market's technically even opened. I've done, I don't know, 350, 400 of these live videos. Not sure I've ever had one where I've ended it before the market opens, but like I said, I'm happy with my gains. Members had an awesome opportunity to do that much better. So at this point, I mean, I'm just going to call it a video. Now, I don't know if I'm necessarily done trading, but as far as the video is concerned, I'll keep this one on the shorter side because it had so many good learning examples in it already, plus got to show how the community works behind the scenes and got to see, also a long trade. A lot of times, Clay, all you do is short. All you do is short. Well, here's an example where members and we were focused on actually a long-sided trade. So no, I do not only short. I do short a lot, but not only. So if you are interested in getting alerts like this and being part of the community, all you got to do is go to claytrader.com/team. And the way to approach that, and we'll just use this pricing structure, but $99, not per month, but for 3 months, which breaks down to $8.25 per week. So it's really just a question, all right, if I invest $99, do I believe I can get at least $8.25 per week of value? If you think you can get at least $8.25 per week of value, then you'll get a great return on your investment. So to be sure to check it out. There's also a mobile app, so it's not like you have to stay chained to your computer or anything like that. Also, as far as this video is concerned, if you enjoy these live trade videos, if you would like for me to continue to make them and kind of factor in lessons, easiest way to communicate that to me in a very time efficient way, just hit that like button. Also, comments, questions, suggestions, leave those down below. I do read them all and I will reply. Then also, if you just enjoy the channel as a whole, so check it out. Lots of other live trade videos and stuff. Then hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you as a subscriber to the channel. But like I said, if you want to get in behind the scenes, trade alongside me and other traders, get the alerts that you saw play out in front of our very eyes live, then again, claytrader.com/team. And yeah, go there, get signed up. And I'm more than confident you're going to be able to get at least $8.25 per week of value. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.